Some of the best games this generation have been in the likes of a remake or a remaster, with of course this year's Final Fantasy VII Remake and the upcoming highly rumored and anticipated Mass Effect Remaster and all that great stuff. While some are looked at in a pretty negative light, which recently that has Batman Remastered on that list in terms of it having not the best way and not the best consumer friendly way to access that game when you already own Spider-Man PS4, that's a whole different topic. But nonetheless, we have gotten some rumors around the block on PlayStation that we do have some two big games that are getting remakes and remasters that I think could bode very well for the future of the PS5 generation. What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back in PlayStation Source, and we're gonna talk about, yes, you read the title right, you saw the thumbnail right, Bloodborne Remastered and Metal Gear Solid Remake. Now I know, I'm gonna get it in the chat. I can already see it in the comment section. I can see it in the chat on next stream. Kevin, you don't like Bloodborne. Nah, you've tried this. It's not your thing. You've said it 1,000 times. Look, I know I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it 1,000 times more. I'm not sure if I'm going to jump back into it, all right? Like, I have tried to pick it up and put it down. It just hasn't, clicked with me. I don't know. Maybe we'll do an October stream just to try out Bloodborne for fun. Who knows? But Bloodborne Remaster could be a thing that I may be interested in if it comes to fruition, if I actually, pick up Bloodborne and start to connect with it on a more deeper level and actually start to enjoy the game overall. But this is coming to us from Pushquare. Again, link below in the description. Actually, the remaster leak of Bloodborne and the remake leak of Metal Gear Solid are both coming from the same exact source that apparently it has been, spot on all of his stuff that he has put out in terms of leaks and everything and rumors. So apparently this guy has a lot of credibility. His name is Red Gaming Tech on YouTube. And once again, apparently he has a very, very positive track record in terms of the rumors that he has brought to that channel. So we'll see if this, actually comes to fruition. Who knows? I can honestly see these both things, but let's start off with Bloodborne Remastered. Of course, Bloodborne is one of the critically acclaimed games of PS4. It's very synonymous with the PS4. A lot of people talk about Bloodborne. A lot of people love Bloodborne in spite of me not feeling it, but I digress. That doesn't stop a lot of people from loving that game and wanting more of that game, of course, on PS5. So Red Tech Gaming says that the long-rumored Bloodborne Remastered is real and it's coming to not only PS5 but also PC, which I can also see as well. Like, I can definitely see a PC port for Bloodborne, definitely see that being a popular thing on the PC crowd. And he says that it's allegedly, quote, quite far along in development and it'll come with additional content. And so I do know that while I have never played Bloodborne, from like front to back or whatever, I do know that what leaks a lot from the game's code is that there was a ton of different assets and unused things and unused bosses that are in Bloodborne still that just were never released with the full game. And maybe this additional content is indeed, what they are referencing here when they say that it'll come with additional content. Like maybe that's what they are talking about. Maybe it's fully original content that, we haven't seen before. Who knows? But I think that there's a solid chance that anything that was cut in the game, it's already there, it's built, so it was just a matter of just making it look better for the PS5 and like better for PC, that would be stuff that would be included in the additional content for Bloodborne Remastered. I think it makes a lot of sense to me, honestly. I think this makes perfect sense in terms of bringing this, classic to the PS5, bringing it over. But what I do have a question about is that on the PlayStation Plus collection, Bloodborne is one of the games that are included with the bundle of games that you get with day one on PS5 if you have PS Plus and all that good stuff. While that is great and all, this is now putting up into question. They are probably going to charge for Bloodborne Remastered. That's 100%. Like if it comes with additional content and everything's like that, where they can kind of, set it up to where, yeah, this makes sense to charge for it. And honestly, if the additional content is substantial, like I see it to a similar vein of like Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, where people have no problem, buying Royal that has more content, and like even though it's the same game, so maybe they can pull it and play it like that, where you're getting more content on the PS5 version. And even though you can play the PS4 version via the PlayStation Plus collection, like that's how you can play it with that collection. You can then get the remaster for, I don't know, let's say 20, 30 bucks. Hopefully not full 60. Who knows? I don't know these days. PlayStation have been super greedy on these streets a few times. So who knows? But I think for sure, if people are thinking that this is going to be a free upgrade, I highly doubt it, just because we are getting that already with the PlayStation Plus collection. It's not perfect. I'm not defending it. Hold up before you go in the comments. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying that Bloodborne is already on the PlayStation Plus collection, so I doubt that this would be a free upgrade if you already own Bloodborne. But next up here, this one I am a lot more excited about just because I've never really got into Bloodborne, and this is whole new territory for me. Yes, it is true, guys. I've never played the Metal Gear Solid. That will be changing soon. I have all the Metal Gear games assembled. I know where to play them. I know where to get them. And if I didn't have it before, now I have it. Okay, we're all good on that front. Metal Gear will be played before, hopefully, this Metal Gear Solid Remake comes out, because it is true. Metal Gear Solid Remake is indeed getting rumored. It's supposed to be a full remake as well as a PS5 console exclusive, so it is probably coming to PC as well, but this is of course coming into us again from Red Gaming Tech, who says that yes, PS5 exclusivity and PC release as well for Metal Gear Solid Remake. And this leaker, you know, of course, he says he's very credible, and a lot of people are vouching for this guy. I haven't heard of him, but a lot of people are vouching for him in the same right. But while they are not only doing a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake fully, right, it also states that they are also doing a Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and 4 re-release that is set to be more of like remasters and stuff like that. And it's unclear if that's also coming to PS5, but it is at least targeting PC. So it looks like right now those are making their way to PC and not coming to PS5. I say just, hey, if you're gonna remaster all the other Metal Gears in, you know, this whole process, might as well bring it to PS5. Like that's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see why not. Oof. And as I was editing this video, yes, Konami came out and tweeted 3 classic Konami games return to modern computers on GOG.com. 3 classic Metal Gear games now available on GOG.com, and Konami Collector Series, Castlevania, and Contra return for true retro fans. So the Metal Gear side includes Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, and the original Metal Gear way back in the day. So pretty cool right there. It's official. It's on PC. Have fun with it. I checked on the prices. They all seem like, I think Metal Gear 1 and 2 are like $10. Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 are like $10, and I think Metal Gear is like $5 or something like that. Let me check it out. Very, very cool stuff right there. They actually released it on PC. Back to the video. But apparently that is in contention right now with PS5, and it is for sure coming to PC, but we will have to see. And so this all plays in to how Sony allegedly has been throwing a lot of money across third-party publishers, like for the likes of GTA during the PS5 reveal, how now we will be able to play GTA Online with our PS Plus subscription, as well as them locking down Final Fantasy 16 as a PlayStation 5 console exclusive. It looks like they are definitely on this trend to get to third parties and really make some deals that are really going to be enticing for the PlayStation community. Another great example is how Spider-Man is exclusive to PlayStation consoles with Marvel Avengers and stuff like that, even though I have differences about that, and like I don't necessarily like that one particular instance, just because it's like not the full game, and we're siloing off content to a specific platform when it's supposed to be a game that is readily available, and hopefully will have crossplay and cross progression and all the good stuff with that game, and it's a multi-plat in its own right. I think that overall that is another example of them reaching out to third parties and making these deals, and this deal with Metal Gear Solid Remake and Konami could be another thing. Now, a big thing that I do want to also bring up is that while I've never played a Metal Gear game, I was definitely around when the whole Konami Kojima thing went down with Metal Gear Solid 5, how that was a whole breakup that was definitely out in the open, definitely seemed a little bit toxic in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the deal was fully, but I know there was definitely an unhappy ending with that whole thing, right? So I think a good way to get ahead of it, because if Konami comes out and even if they say, hey, PlayStation's involved, it's gonna be a PS5 exclusive, we're gonna remake Metal Gear Solid, it's gonna be like Final Fantasy 7 remake type style of remake, where it's gonna be completely just perspective shifting, overall gameplay just up from the ground up, all that good stuff, right? They can do that. I think the crowd of people that are Metal Gear fans are still gonna feel a type of way after what Konami did to Kojima, right? So I would say, in another sense, is that look, there could be a few different ways that this could play out. I'm not sure if PlayStation is looking to acquire Konami's IP. I don't think they would buy Konami outright, but like I think they would honestly go for their IP, them being specifically Metal Gear and Silent Hills, which Silent Hills of course has been rumored for countless months and countless weeks on end here this year. But having their IP and saying also, hey, Metal Gear Solid Remake, let's throw it to Blue Point, let's throw it to, honestly, what I would love to see, Kojima Productions. Just bring back Metal Gear home to the man that created, to the man that really popularized that series, Kojima. I think that, you know, they should at least make sure that he gives some sort of blessing, or like gives some sort of like, hey, this is cool, this is gonna be dope, guys, it's all good. Maybe have him as an advisor, maybe have him do it under Kojima Productions and buy the Metal Gear IP and give it to Kojima, or do something like that. Like, I think that would be a very popular move, and I think that the only way that a Metal Gear Solid remake is going to go well with the fans that were definitely you know, mad at the whole Konami and Kojima thing, which for sure they have a right to be, that was all messed up, right, is to have Kojima in some way, shape, or form involved, or at least sign off and give its blessing on the project. But that is about all I have to say on the topic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How are you guys feeling about this whole thing? Do you want to see Bloodborne Remastered? Do you want to see Metal Gear Solid Remake? Do you want to see it from the ground up like a Final Fantasy VII Remake style? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And make sure also, while you are down there, to check out our description where you can find links to our Discord server, our Twitter, as well as our Anchor link. That way you can listen to long-form content and podcast format. That, of course, being Road to PS5, the weekly PS5 podcast series around any and all things PS5 up to release, as well as another Road